Red October. It's just,
Oh, yeah.
it's crazy the things that are going on. And I saw Obama this week. He started campaigning for Biden. And I don't know if you saw it or not, but in one video, they kind of showed his crowd. He had a big megaphone. And he was talking to like 6 people.
Yeah, and a little 5-year-old standing next to him.
Yeah.
I like what the president said, something about, they were concerned about that in the last rally. Obama's campaigning for, Biden right now. And he said, well, how did that work out for Hillary? You know what I mean? So I say go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When his crowds are less than Biden's, that's not.
Yeah, that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. We've had so much breaking in the last even 48 hours. I mean, it's incredible right now. And try to keep up with all of this. This is a flood of information right now. I mean, a flood of information. And there's a reason why it's overwhelming at times. So just trying to keep up with a lot of this. I mean, I'm sure we'll hit some highlights here as we go along, and then it won't be everything, but, we'll give it a shot here.
Yeah, absolutely. I do want to say something about, and this is my personal opinion, and I think a lot of people have the same opinion. Every president that has finished their term has walked away quietly. They congratulated the new president, and they went and lived their life, which is a very classy thing to do. Right. I think personally it's very unclassy. It's not classy at all for a former president to not just walk away. Just walk away, go enjoy your retirement, get out of politics because you've done what you need to do. So that's my opinion. I think that Obama should just walk away, get out of media. But that shadow government is just, and the deep state is really pushing.
Well, we've had the last 5 presidents actually couldn't keep their mouth shut about Donald Trump. I mean, because when you had Hurricane Harvey relief effort out there, they had all 5 of them out there basically attacking the president. They used it as an opportunity to come out as a PR stunt and attack the president. So we've had all past 5 presidents that have, or at least 4 now, one has died since, but they came out attacking the president like that. So this is like uncanny. This has never been seen before for anyone to come out and disrespect the office of the president. I don't care if you like the guy or you don't like the guy.
Right.
You just don't come out and disrespect the office like that.
So when something like that happens, that there's some water brewing, there's some trouble steering, that somebody doesn't want to get caught doing something because it's unprecedented. It's crazy what they're doing.
Absolutely. So you've got the evil crew of 32 that I call them in that prophetic word that I wrote about the last 5 presidents, because it's all starting to come out now what these guys are involved in. Yeah. We haven't had a president in how many years? I mean, probably since 1871. Truly, they've been the CEO of the corporation.
Right.
And so is this what Trump's taking down as the corporation? I don't know. We're going to find out. I think so. Is this why, when Trump says something, he's always 10 steps ahead. There's always code in what he says. And he says, he could possibly get a 3rd term. It would drive the liberals crazy if he got a 3rd term. Well, let's look at that for a second. What if he did get a 3rd term?
Yeah.
What if, because he said in the Michigan rally, he said something so big is coming. It's huge. It's already done. I already signed it. Right. Nobody knows what it is. And it goes into effect January 1. So you better hope I get reelected. And it went right over everybody's head. Yeah. Now, we don't know what that is. Could it be Nassar Jassara? Could it be the Fed being taken down? Could it be all the above? Yeah, it could be any of that. I don't know what it is. I'm just telling you now. But what if, I'm just throwing this out there for people to chew on, what if it was the act of 1871 that he takes the corporation down? We haven't had presidents. That's what people don't understand. We've had CEOs of the corporation.
Right.
And what if what he signed was taking down the corporation?
Right.
So if he takes the corporation down, he's no longer the CEO of the corporation. He now becomes president of the United States for America, the organic constitution, in which case he now gets 2 terms under that organic constitution.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there for people to chew on. Could that possibly be it? And that could be the 3 terms that he gets. I don't know. We're going to find out.
Very possible. And I am sitting on the edge of my seat waiting to see what happens.
I can hear the liberal heads exploding right now listening to this interview right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yep.
You're not kidding. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm literally sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for it. We're living in some exciting times.
Well, but when you think about this, Paul, when you think about when a politician says, "Well, I'm going to Washington to work for you, the people," no, he's not.
Right.
This is why when they go to Washington, they lose all their brain matter. Number one, it's the District of Columbia. Number one,
Right.
Columbia is another name for Baal, so it is the District of Baal. So they go there and they're under the influence of that entity called Baal right there. That's the first thing. So the second thing is when they say I'm going up there to work for the people, no, they're not. They don't work for us. They work for the corporation.
Right.
And when people start to understand that, they understand why they go up there and do the things that they do, which we're going to be discussing many things here on the show, what they do. But I mean, this is why they do what they do. So if Trump takes down the corporation at some point, now they don't work for the corporation. They don't answer to the corporation or the deep state. They now answer to the people.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I heard, that when the corporation is dissolved and disappears, all offices disappear. Because the corporation no longer is there, so they're no longer in the Senate, they're no longer in the Congress, their House. They now have to revote. Everyone has a do-over.
Right. And so, I mean, your three-letter agencies, do they really work for the people?
Yeah, no.
No, they work for the corporation. They're there to protect the corporation, the corporation's interests. So all these three-letter agencies. So what's going to happen to these guys? Yeah. Which the FBI, in my opinion, needs to be dissolved anyway at this point because the FBI is finished.
Yeah, completely. Especially with them hiding just what came out this week.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Let's jump into that. There's hard drives that are just reeking with guilt.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, when you look at, I'm writing some stuff down here, don't forget it. Yeah. So, when you look at the information that's coming out right now, and the FBI was there hiding it, purposely hiding it. They were there to protect Hillary Clinton. Comey was in the 2016 election. They're there to protect the Bidens. We're now finding out just how corrupt the Biden family actually is, the Biden cartel. Why don't you call it whatever you want? They were in bed with China. I just had when you look at the infiltration, because our military insider friend right here, okay, we're not going to say because of the algorithms, okay, right here, our friend, when he says, it's not invasion, it's infiltration, when you start looking at what China has done, it is incredible. On another show about almost 1.5, 2 years ago, I said Russia was not the enemy. I started prophesying. I said China is the enemy. I said there's something coming for China that's going to put them in their place. It could be tariffs, trade war, all the above. Little did we know at the time, that was way before the China virus came out. Little did we know that it could possibly be the China virus could be the leading to this. But now I'm starting to wonder if it's actually the Three Gorges Dam that's about to break over there and affect 400 million people, because they're saying that when that dam breaks, not a matter if, it's a matter of when, that it would literally be so humiliating to China and it would take down the CCP at the same time. So when you see the infiltration versus invasion, China has infiltrated every aspect of our life. I just read an article where they have billions of dollars going into the universities now. They did 12 different universities. The White House did a study on it, and they have found like 1.2 billion was coming from China to some of these places. Harvard was actually the number one that took the most foreign money. Saudi Arabia was another one, and there was another country, Qatar. Qatar was the other one. Qatar and Saudi Arabia. This is what they're doing, Paul. When you send your child to a college or a university, you're paying a mortgage payment, basically. I mean, it's an exorbitant amount of money. And what you're doing is you are paying that college to indoctrinate your child, to brainwash your child, or in worst case scenarios, MK Ultra your child, to mind control your child, to come out and literally mess that child up. And these are the people right now. These are the kids you're seeing on the street rioting in Black Lives Matter and Antifa, because that's coming from the colleges right there. Your hard-earned money is so-called hard-earned money is going to pay these people who have been infiltrated by China. And I think we're going to find out just how deep China goes. Does it go into religion? Does it go into all these churches? Does it go into our seminaries? We're going to find out at some point, because they're releasing names. It's coming out.
Yeah.
But that's the infiltration versus invasion, to change the mindset, the ideology, the way of thinking, the perception of these kids. And it just, when you look at some of these kids that are going to college, even their generation before them, their parents have been infiltrated. and mind controlled or brainwashed and indoctrinated. So we're dealing with it goes from one generation to the next. It's almost like a curse that's been handed down from one generation to the next, like the Bible talks about.
Right.
And so this is something that we're having to overcome by red pilling people. You know, a little red pill is not going to cut it at this point. What is something the size of a watermelon for some of these people? You know, we were talking about this pre-interview where some families right now, because of Trump, are being torn apart. You know, people are afraid to come out and endorse Trump because of what it's going to do to their family. And this is what I want to tell to some of these people. There's coming a time, the time is now, where you are going to have to stand for the truth.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how painful it is. Because when you stand for truth, you stand for God, period. Because God is truth. And so when you are going to have to take a stand. We've all got family members. I don't care who you are. We've all got family members that don't agree with us, that don't agree with what we believe in.
Right.
But we are going to have the boldness and the courage to speak up, Paul, and to take the truth to the streets, take the truth to our family. And I'm not saying in a disrespectful way. I'm saying, you know, in a loving way, but we have to be honest. We have to be truthful and pray for the Lord to open these people's spiritual eyes and ears to see what it is that's going on the earth right now.
Right.
Because we're not going to get anywhere. And here's the other thing. And I know I don't care. I'm going to go there. This is the other part that really infuriates me is because the church system, which we all know is combat ineffective, they have indoctrinated and brainwashed the people to a point. They have literally sucked the warrior spirit out of the people.
Yes.
And what they've done with this prosperity message and this hyper grace message, they think that we're not supposed to fight.
Right.
That we're just supposed to sit here twiddling our thumbs. Oh, we just got to wait for the Lord to come back. The world's just so bad. He's going to come back and get us. Nobody's going anywhere until the job's finished. Exactly. Jesus said, occupy till he comes. So guess what? Nobody's going anywhere. So you sitting there twiddling your thumbs is not going to make it happen any quicker. It's going to matter. It's going to prolong.
Absolutely.
Things. So you need to get in the fight right now.
Amen. Get in it.
You need to get off your behinds and get on the front lines. That's my motto. So, I mean, and unfortunately, guess what? You're going to get attacked. I'm just being honest. You are going to get attacked. I get attacked every day we do these interviews. I get attacked publicly. I get attacked. So guess what? We're going to get attacked, but we've got to get the boldness. We've got to get the truth, to get the truth out there to the people.
Amen. Yeah. I have a relative that